Hello everyone, welcome back to another series of Lux Ledger. In the Lux Ledger series, we talk about the latest happenings within the luxury industry. And in this video, we are going to focus mainly on the change in the creative directors in a couple of brands which has happened recently. First and foremost, most of you might have been aware that Pierpaolo Piccioli was let go from Valentino as the creative director. This marked an end to his 25 years tenure at Valentino. And in a subsequent news, it was announced that Alessandro Michele has been appointed as Valentino's new creative director. As you all know, Alessandro Michele was last the creative director of Gucci, wherein he had a very successful tenure. He was unceremoniously fired by Kering, and the fact that Kering now has a 30% stake in Valentino and can acquire up to 100% stake by 2028 if it wants, the coming back of Alessandro Michele to a Kering-owned brand, for example, from Gucci to Valentino now, is a bit of a surprise, but not that much of a surprise given that he was available and he had the credentials to take the brand forward. So this is a significant move, and we have seen that Alessandro Michele is now the new creative director, and he's going to succeed Pierpaolo Piccioli at Valentino. And this decision comes after the notable departure of Alessandro Michele from Gucci in November 2022. And at Gucci, he had kind of redefined what the brand was. He had taken it a little bit away from what the brand used to stand for and made the brand identified more with a unique, androgynous, and quirky aesthetic. While Michele is known for his visionary approach and his remarkable stint at Gucci, which kind of helped the brand grow its revenue from $2 to $10 billion, was exceptional in that sense. But now we all know that Gucci is suffering a bit of a downturn, and because of that, he was let go last year, in 2022, not last year, I'm sorry. Now, let's also talk about what this means for Valentino. Now, as you all know, Valentino is a brand that is more rooted in couture, while Gucci is a brand that has its foundations more in leather goods. So the foundations of both the brands are very different. And Alessandro Michele did a very good job at Gucci and helped expand in terms of accessories, in terms of fragrances, and it is and menswear. So it is somewhat of an indication as to where the Valentino brand wants to go and how it can find success and how it can also increase its revenue at what similar to what happened at Gucci also. So let's study like what the legacy of Alessandro Michele was at Gucci. At Gucci, his legacy was more about eclectic, romantic, somewhat anarchic vision, and his tenure was marked with a radical departure from the traditional luxury aesthetics. He embraced androgyny, whimsy, and a deep engagement with historical motifs, along with challenging the norms of gender as well as beauty. And then, as we already talked about, Valentino is rooted in couture, and I think that was one of the main draws why Alessandro Michele also would have welcomed an opportunity at Valentino, because this gives him an opportunity to touch the upper echelons of the luxury, which is couture. Whereas at Gucci, basically leather goods formed the foundation. And what we have seen from Michele's initial statements is that he hints at a direction that values joy, beauty, and the interplay between tradition and innovation. Michele's creative vision is likely to reinvigorate Valentino's appeal, potentially capturing the hearts of a younger, more diverse audience. And his knack of blending high fashion with street style fashion sensibility could actually significantly influence Valentino's product lines, especially in terms of accessories and menswear, as we talked about earlier. Furthermore, his leadership can also be seen as a strategic move to enhance Valentino's stature and financial performance, aligning more with the parent company Mayhoola and the potential future partner, that is Kering. We would also like to conclude this with the synergy. Now, business synergies make a lot of sense, but we all know that a lot of mergers and acquisitions fail because there is no cultural synergy. This is where Rome factor comes in. Now, Michele's appointment seemed like a homecoming, which is not just to Italy, but to the brand, because It shares his appreciation for the craftsmanship and the narrative depth, and also his Roman roots. It has been known that Michele loves Rome. He is based in Rome, and his Roman roots help him with a deep understanding of the cultural landscape. And this is where Valentino originally was also based. And hopefully, this will help in influencing his creative process and offering a fresh perspective on the Valentino's identity that honors its past as well as looks towards the future also. So that's what we have for you in this video. Hope you've enjoyed this. Do stay tuned in for more.